What was a time your gut feeling saved you? Me, 21 female, and my fiance, 23 male, both grew up in a lower income small town when we were kids. To celebrate our second anniversary of our engagement, we wanted to do something special, so we decided to plan a trip to Chile. When we arrived at the resort, my boyfriend went to check us in while I went to explore the rest of the resort. When I got to the pool area, I felt my stomach churn a bit as I realized there was a suspicious strange man wandering around. No swimsuit, no family, and he was dressed up heavily even though the weather was hot. Suddenly, the man spotted me and started approaching, so I tried to act natural, which was hard as I grew up in a rural area with a small population and almost no modern buildings. The man saw my suitcases and asked if I was vacationing and staying at this resort. I wasn't fluent enough in his native language to dodge the questions, so I just said yes and ended the conversation. As I was leaving to meet up with my fiancé, I saw the man take out his phone and call someone, which was weird, but I just brushed it off and went to my room for the night. The next morning, I was back at the resort lobby. The exact same man was sitting nearby. He saw me walking and came up to me, this time speaking in broken English. He said he was a modeling agent who worked for a company that specifically looks for foreign beauty, and claimed that he was stunned by my looks and wanted me to start modeling for local magazines. At this point, I felt something horrible in my gut, and felt sick to my stomach as he asked me for my contact information. He promised me a high salary and benefits in exchange for a 2-year modeling contract, but my gut was telling me to avoid him at all costs. I knew I had to get away, so I quickly took out my phone to call my fiancé, so I could tell him about my new career opportunity, when I secretly used our code word for danger and told him about the suspicious man in front of me. My fiancé immediately understood the situation and came down, scaring away the man. That night, I was still feeling horrible and could barely sleep, knowing that man knew where I was staying. The next morning, I convinced my fiancé to check out of the resort and find a new hotel, to which he agreed because he trusted my instincts. Next week, we saw on local news that the same man who was trying to recruit me for modeling was arrested for human trafficking. To this day, whenever I have a gut feeling, I listen to it well because it may be the difference between life and death.